Hey, Pawn family, what's up? It's Yigal, and it's 2019. I wanted to wish you all a very, very happy new year. And jump on a Facebook Live. I have a new software that I'm using, and I wanted to just make sure that it's working. So if you are here, make a comment. If you're not here on the replay, make a comment, and I'll check it out. But a lot of people have asked me to make this video, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. It's basically about how to use the goal guide, and we're talking about pawn goals for 2019. And I want you to know that one of the most important things that you need to do in the next week or so is to create your goals and to find out exactly what it is that you want so that you have clarity for your team, for yourself. That way you wake up and you actually know exactly what you need to do. You're working on the business and not in the business, as some people say. So today we're working on the pawn goals. Again, I'm using a new software. It's called BeLive.tv. If you've never used it, check it out. It's pretty cool. But yeah, let me know if there's any issues with it so that I can either keep using it or change it. So we're going to go through the Pawn Leaders Goal Guide. And if you don't know where to get that, let me post this up here. Just go to pawngoals.com. That should be popping up right there, pawngoals.com. If you go to pawngoals.com, it's a free download. And that way, it takes like 30 minutes to do, like really, really nothing. It's super easy. I also, we have one of the pawnbrokers that I've worked with before is basically downloading it, and he's printing 30 copies and giving it to his team so that they fill it out for this year. But I don't want you just to fill it out and not know what you're doing. So I want to kind of go over it with you today. And it's also a test for me to be able to use this new software. So cool. So the Pawn Leaders Goal Guide. So let me go ahead and bring that goal guide up. Let's see if I can get that to work. There we go. Cool. Picture in picture. That's me on the, I'll go ahead and hide that. So this is the Pawn Leaders Goal Guide. Again, it's 3 pages long. Won't take you much to do, really. But if you're here with me, let me know if you're here. I can't see who's on and who's not. But and if you want to have any questions, go ahead and comment below, and we'll have a good time with this. So Pawn Leaders Goal Guide. Here's the first page. It's essentially evaluating last year. What you did in 2018, the 3 lessons that you learned, the 3 things that you improved upon. What are you most proud of yourself for? A lot of times we forget to celebrate our wins and give gratitude for exactly what we did and how we did it. And we just think about what's next and what's next and what's next. And we forget to actually, look back and say, man, I did a great job, or my pawn balance grew, or my sales grew. So I want you to fill out that section there. What made you feel the most uncomfortable? This is a big one, because if you don't know what made you uncomfortable, you don't know what you need to fix in 2019. And these questions, you shouldn't be skipping any questions. Just sit down and write what's in your heart, and magic will happen. Seriously, I had one-on-ones with my Pawn Leaders Mastermind last week, and we went over this question by question. It was incredible to see what happened. So the next question, what's the one thing that you wanted but you didn't get? Right? There's a lot of things that you wanted to do but you didn't do or that you didn't get. It's important to jot that down so that you know what you're going to strive for in 2019. And when you reevaluate the last year, you kind of see like where you were uncomfortable, what you improved on, what were some lessons learned. One lesson that one of my clients, Melanie, said was, I learned that I am a micromanager and I need to stop right away. So make sure you fill out the evaluation for last year and know that it's important to look back. And I know some people say like, oh, just look forward, but clarity, which is one of the most important things when it comes to running a business, starts with knowing where you were and then knowing where you want to go. And that's the second part of this, of the goal guide, is knowing exactly where you want to go. So that's why we go into goal setting for 2019. And so there's questions on here like, what is your loan balance? What's one thing you're going to do for yourself? That could be, going somewhere or buying yourself something that you've always wanted to do. What's an investment that you're going to make? Are you going to invest in the Pawn Leaders Mastermind? Are you going to invest in new software? Are you going to invest in a new printer? What are those investments that are important for you? What's the goal for your pawn shop in the business? Do you want to hire more people? Do you want to upgrade the location? What is it that you want to do in your business so that you can write that goal? What's your goal for your health? This is the Pawn Leaders. We don't just talk about business. We talk about your health. I want to know if you want to lose weight. I want to know if you want to start running, if you want to go to the gym, if you want to stop smoking, if you want to stop drinking. What is it that you want to do in your health? And then what's your goal in your relationships and your family? Because without our relationships and our family, what's the point of this whole thing, right? So write that down also. And so these goals for next year, you want to be as clear as possible when you're writing these goals. Because if you don't, then you can actually make up if you did a good job or you didn't. And that's not what I want for you. What I want is for you to crush the goals in 2019. So be specific. Know exactly what you want. And then the next section of this is strategy to implementation. How are you going to implement this in your business and in your life? And we talk about what's one thing you do differently this year. And sorry, I'm referring back to the paper that's here on my other screen. But what's the one thing that you're going to do differently this year? Are you going to stop micromanaging like Melanie is? Are you going to stop drinking like one of my other clients? Who do you need to become to hit these goals? One of the best comments I heard was when I was doing my one-on-ones with my clients, and somebody said, I'm going to be Captain Consistency, because his goal was to be consistent in his business, consistent in lead generation, consistent in the marketing, consistent at going to the gym, at taking his wife out on a date, whatever that is, he is going to become Captain Consistency. And then write down a habit you're going to implement for each area: health, business, and relationships. And then what are some people you're going to get connected with this year? Who is important to connect with? Is it somebody that you've lost connection with? A friend, a family member, a loved one? Do you want to connect with me more? And I'd love to connect with you. And if you want to connect with me, see where my cursor is so I can write this down. But just go to pawnleaders.com. Just go to pawnleaders.com and get a strategy session there. You can go to pawnleaders.com. And then imagine 1 year from now, I want you to write down your life in detail. What would your life look like? In detail, if you put all this into action, if you took action, if you were committed and you got done what needed to get done. How much more money would you make? How many more vacations would you take? What would your relationship look like? What would your health look like? What would your management team look like? What would your stores look like? What would it look like? Write it down. Turn that paper over and really, really write down in detail what it would look like. So once again, I made this for you guys because I care about you guys. And I'm going to go ahead and take that out. And if you want to download a copy, just go to pawngoals.com. It's right here. Pawngoals.com. It's your free goal guide. It doesn't take more than 30 minutes to fill it out. And I appreciate you. Happy New Year. And let me know what your goals are. Let me know what your goals are so that I can help you with them. I can walk you through them. And if you haven't joined us in the Pawn Leaders podcast community, go ahead and join the community. But first, go to pawngoals.com. Check it out. It's a free download. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.